My name's Sam Bailey and I'm based at Soul Survivor at the moment in Watford. Working with Mike Lavarchi and Beth, Croft and Andy. And we're sort of a local church, like any other local church in Watford. We have our Sunday services and stuff happens during the week, and I'm sort of involved with the worship there. Also do lots of travelling with Mike, and we're away for sort of half a year in various different events and conferences and different denominations, so yeah. Well, I think often people think, because the Soul Survivor festivals, these great festivals in the summer, I think people think it's sort of like that in the summer, and on the Sunday, and ultimately the values from that are at the heart of what we do on a Sunday too. But it's like any other local church, and we struggle to find bass players like any other church. But yeah, we just want to we come together and we want to put God first, and we want to encourage the local church into His presence. And worship's an amazing way of doing that. Just being a community together. The warm-up. The warm-up. The worship leader warm-up. Do you know what, for me, more and more, I just feel like the Lord is calling worship leaders into that private place, into that intimate place, where we can give Him everything, where He has all of us. And I so believe that if we want to see Him and His presence, if we want to encounter Him, that starts with us surrendering the rights we have to ourselves. I was reading something the other day, Oswald Chambers was writing about, when we dedicate our gifts to Him, when we dedicate our talents to Him, and Oswald Chambers sort of gave this insight of, they already belong to Him. We don't have to do that, they're already His, but what we can do is surrender the rights we have to ourselves. And it's sort of that process of, Lord, in relationship with You, I surrender the right I have to myself. Would You use me? Would I be able to spot what You're doing? And so often as worship leaders, we can get consumed with the wrong things, and we go through the motions of worship, and we go, just go from song to song. And I just believe God is calling us into more, and we have to obediently step into that. So, firstly, are we in the right relationship with Him? Secondly, are we surrendering the right to ourselves, or are we being obedient? And I think that's how we see encounter. So I think that's what I'm trying to sort of relay to myself when I'm prepared. But I often get it wrong. The core value, Soul Survivor, is worship, and we've just finished our Soul Survivor A up at Stafford last week, and we had an amazing time. Lots of salvations, lots of new Christians, and for a lot of folk, that is, it's through the worship where I think people meet Jesus for the first time, and the reality of who He is, and they can't quite put their finger on it. And it's sort of, as we point to God in the worship, I think that's where people fall in love with Him for the first time. Worship's an amazing way of engaging with Him and what He's got for us. Young folk find it easy to engage with some of the songs because it's sort of relevant. But I think worship's just one of the many ways, I think, where God was working at Soul Survivor. So yeah, it was a great. Yes, we had a really good time. And often it's quite hard at the start with something like Soul Survivor. The first few sessions, it's a new thing for a lot of people. And I think what we find ourselves doing is trying to present this concept of what worship is and who Jesus is. But when you get there, it's amazing, and there's real fruit, and it can be a real blessing. Yeah, I think this thing of songwriting, I think what we want to try and avoid is trying to write a great song. It's never to really think, I want to write a great song for the church. I think it's sort of, Lord, I want to write a song for You, and I want to write a love song. This is how I feel. This is how You make me feel. I've just sort of started this process of songwriting, and I'm learning a lot. I'm getting a lot wrong, but find people who you can write with, who you get on well with, you've got a good relationship with, you've got good chemistry with, in a way. Ask them what's on their heart, share what's on yours, collaborate, and allow God to be in it. And I still think those moments when you're on your own and when you're just worshiping Him yourself, there's a purity about that, and I think we need to make sure we don't lose that purity in worship songwriting. And I think then that's when we can come from that process of sharing it with the local church and and encouraging people, and we need to think, are our songs helping people engage with God? Are we pointing to God? Or are we just trying to make it sound good? And so often it's all those different dynamics coming into one, and there's a musicality about songwriting that I love, and there's also this pastoral, what are the truths that we're bringing out of this song? What are we trying to say here? You know, what's been on our heart? How are we trying to get that out into the song? Yeah. But it's very easy, isn't it, when you write a song, just think, I've done that, you know, move on. Yeah, I think the thing of allowing it to grow and evolve sort of says that you're trying to hold lightly onto it, and I think you really know if a song's working, and if people are singing it, people are engaging with it. If, you know, once you've released it into the local church, and once you've used it a few times, I think that's when you get a good vibe of, actually, this is probably not working. We probably need to work on this a bit, or this part really worked. People are really able to engage with that. And I wrote this song with a great friend, Nick Herbert, and we, you know, sort of coming back to it and thinking this needs a little change, or I tried this and I thought this might work, and sort of allowing that process of creativity to evolve as well. Yeah.